Welcome back, everybody. Here for Game 2 between Bluefield and Brenau here on this softball early doubleheader. My name is Bailey Engel. We're glad to have you with us for Game 2 as the Rams struggled there in Game 1, an 8-0 loss. Jessica Rapke picked up the win for Brenau after pitching those first 4 innings, only allowed 1 hit, and retired the first 11 batters. But now the Rams trying to even up this doubleheader against a team that comes in with 26 wins. Rams right now 14-28 with Lexi Harmon in the circle. Take a look at the Rams who are in the field. Mary Blake Avery, the senior for Bluefield, over at third. Lakin Sparks getting the start at shortstop, while Lauren Bailey makes a start at the middle of the infield at second base. Veronica Casanova back at first with Haley Davis in right. Over in center field, it's Kristen Storer with Taylon Strange getting the start in left field. Riley O'Neill completes the battery with Lexi Harmon. And now we are just about ready to start out this ball game. Faith Grooms to lead it off once again. Megan Laparo, the catcher, batting second, with Autumn Conaway, the first baseman, batting third. Making the start as the DP in this game, it's actually Erin Teeney. We did not see her in the first game. Alyssa Masonette batting fifth and playing at second base for Brenau. Already in the first inning, and looks like we must have found something in the field that part of the drag, which if you've never seen anybody tend to a field, that's that lawnmower looking thing with a cage on the back of it, and you just rake it around the field. Lexi Harmon looks in. We are ready to start game 2. Now the pitch. Down the middle, strike one, and we are underway here at 11:44 a.m. So both games getting started relatively early. We started that first one at 9:53, and this one started about 16 minutes before we were scheduled to. That one is in the dirt for ball one. Got it 1-1. Lexi Harmon fortunately lost for Bluefield yesterday in that 7-0 shutout. Rams have now been shut out in their last 2 games. Here's the 1-1. Inside corner, right back into the zone. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ready against the righty. Showing bunt for timing, pulls back. Ground ball left side, Sparks gobbles it up. Throw to first, 1 out. Good start for Bluefield. 1 up, 1 down, and a solid start for Lexi Harmon. Brings up Megan Laparo. Catcher consistent. Really, this entire Brenau lineup has been consistent today. Devin Thomas's team very, very deep. Now with 15 AAC wins on the season. Goes outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Lexi Harmon, the Tennessee native. JUCO transfer, as is Riley O'Neill, the catcher who originally went to Montlow State before coming to Bluefield last season. 1-0. Iron and tied. 2 balls, no strikes. Ready for the 2-0. Fouled back. Count even, or rather the count goes to 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on for Brenau. One of the best teams in the AAC. Rams trying to climb through this pretty tough schedule. 6 game in 3 days. They're going to play 8 games in 4 days with a couple of games tomorrow against Reinhardt on Senior Day. Starting at noon. 2-1, got around the corner, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Harmon ready to pitch to the catcher. Here it is, in the dirt, about 5 feet in front of the plate. "3-2, outside, ball 4. So now Brenau has their first base runner on. brings forth Autumn Conaway. First baseman and the third batter in the lineup for Brenau. Rams hoping for a double play here. Runner goes, it's high, and now she's back. So it's ball one. Trying to test the arm of Riley O'Neill and putting her back in as the catcher to leave Veronica Casanova at first base. We saw yesterday where Casanova caught that doubleheader against CIU and really struggled in the second game. Here's the pitch. Down the middle, strike one. Evens it up at 1-1. One ball, one strike. Harmon deals. Up high, ball two. Turned it into a long first inning already. Pretty deliberate at-bats for Brenau. It's not the end of the game. They were really swinging at pretty much every first pitch. 2-1. Misses inside, ball three. So a bit too low. 3 balls, 1 strike. Well, temperature-wise, right around 60 degrees and windy. Not pretty pleasant. No rain as of yet. That's inside corner. Got her. More strike 3. Didn't have it. Well, it's strike 2 apparently. Umpire went with that strike 3 call. And she's still at the plate. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. In the air, right side, drops for a base hit. No man's land, rolls into foul territory. Lauren Bailey with a long chase over to get it. Meanwhile, Laparo goes to third. Casanova was covering first, and there was no need for it because she was already going to be safe and just let the ball roll. Bailey had to let that ball travel into foul territory. Ends up being an infield single. So now runners on the corners, 1 out. Up Teeny. Aaron Teeny, first pitch is high, and the runner just goes over to second base on a just leisurely jog. Wipes out the double play opportunity. 1-0. Down the middle, strike 1. Ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners in scoring position for the cleanup batter. Swing and a miss, looking silly on a changeup. Strike 3 and out number 2. First strikeout for Lexi Harmon. Now to the 5th batter in the lineup. See if Lexi Harmon can get out of this jam here. Alyssa Masonette up to the plate. Couple of runners in scoring position now for the second baseman. Inside and low, ball 1. So Laparo over at third, and at second base, Autumn Conaway. Ready for the 1-0. Fouled it back. Trying to go for the bunt there to squeeze in a few runs home with 2 outs. Ball and a strike. Ball and a strike with 2 outs. All in the glove. The pitch. Ground ball left side. Could be trouble. Sparks lays down the tag. Got her. Before the run could even come home. Great awareness there by the shortstop to lay the tag down on Conaway. And Brenau fails to score a run there in the first inning. Rams coming to bat when we come back here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Chloe Fambro is in the circle for Brenau as we are ready to start the bottom of the first inning. Still no score. This is the pitcher with the second most innings for Brenau this year, right behind Rathje. And for Fambro, a 2.46 ERA, 6-2 on the season, now making her 11th start. 54 innings, 57 hits allowed, 28 runs, 19 of them earned, 6 walks, and 23 strikeouts. First pitch from the righty, just a bit outside to Riley O'Neill. So O'Neill will lead it off, Storer on deck, and Lexi Harmon in the hole. Appalachian Mountains in the backdrop. Riley O'Neill trying to find another home run on the season, leading this team as she swings and grounds it deep in the 5-6 hole, a base hit. So the Rams able to do what they couldn't in game one, and that's get a hit early. And that brings up Kristen Storer. Runner at first for the Rams. Drew Bailey looking on as the third base coach and the first-year head coach for Bluefield College's Fambro deals. Swinging a liner, smacked into the glove, now has to go to second, and she couldn't get the throw off. So now everybody is safe. What an absolute rope on the left side. Stephanie Redmond went right into her glove, then picked it up and just couldn't throw it over to second base, and now both runners are safe. I just wants to talk this one over. And almost seems a little bit odd to have this conference in the circle when it's the bottom of the first inning and the first two batters have gotten on. But I guess Brenau has just been so successful this year. They don't see themselves make mistakes like that. For Redmond, I mean, that was just a hot shot. Just dropped the ball, hit her in the palm. Now 2 runners are aboard. Rams had this situation in the bottom of the 5th inning. They could not score a run. Here's Fambro. Riley O'Neill in scoring position. Storer over at first. Back up to the plate for Bluefield. Still no score, still no outs. Bottom of the first, Fambro deals. Down the middle, great pitch, strike one. And a no balls, 1 strike. Ready at the plate, the pitch loops high and away. Lexi Harmon had the only hit for Bluefield in game 1 of the doubleheader. The only hit against Rathje. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch just a bit low beneath the knees. Ball 2. Ready for the 2-1. Here it is. Ripped into center field, drifting back. That's going to bounce all the way to the fence. Riley O'Neill stays at third, and now 2 runners are in the middle here, throwing home now over to first. No, she'll keep it. Rams out of disaster there. Lexi Harmon went all the way to second. Her and Kristen Storer could have high-fived there in the middle of the infield, but she got back. Brenau didn't realize it. Now there are bases loaded with no outs. Lakin Sparks with the bases loaded, and just like that, Fambro taken out of the game. And look who it is. Rathje's going to warm up. Bases loaded, no outs. Bottom of the first inning, still no score. Now the Rams have their first real threat of the day here. Bases loaded, no outs, bottom of the first. Rathje brought in. This tough lefty in the circle, only allowed one hit to Bluefield. That first pitch is low for ball one. Now figured they had enough with starter and Brenau. Here's the 1-0. Down the middle. Evens it up at 1-1. Excuse me, Fambro. Lexi Harmon at first, Store at second, and Riley O'Neill at third. That pitch is swung on, softly grounded over to third, scooped up, throw home, out is recorded. So everybody goes station to station, and there's one out. Brings up Haley Davis. Still no score, one out, bases loaded. A little bit of wind flying in, about 200 down the corners here at Grand Rec Park. Let's call it 230 in the middle. Bases loaded, one out. First pitch to the freshman, swinging a grounder foul, left side. And we saw this out of Haley Davis and Rathje in that first game. Davis fouled off a few and was relatively early on some of these fastballs. And was really the first Ram to actually be on time. And not end up getting a hit, though. Trying to do it here, 0-1. Blazing in, strike two. No balls, two strikes. Bases loaded up of Rams. Lefty eyes in. Rocks back and pitches. A little bit outside for ball one. One ball, two strikes. The pitch. Outside again. Ball two. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rams with the bases loaded. One out. Bottom of the first inning. They have not scored a run in 2 games. Ready for the 2-2. Down the plate. Strike 3. So Rathje comes in. Retires 2, and now all of a sudden the bases are loaded. Veronica Casanova, bases loaded, 2 outs. That's called a ball at first, and now the appeal, no, she did not go. And that's good because Casanova pretty much nubbed at that after the ball was already caught. Bases loaded, 2 outs now. Rathje deals. Strike 1. Another good fastball down the middle of the plate. Evens up at 1-1. Rams had the bases loaded, no outs all of a sudden, 2 very quickly. 1-1. Inside, almost hit her. Rams would have taken that for sure. It's ball 2. Right back to the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. The ace on the rubber for Brenau. Eyes in the pitch. Swing and a miss. So now the Rams are down to their final strike in the first inning. Riley O'Neill retired at the plate after the grounder from Lakin Sparks. Store at third, Sparks at first, and Lexi Harmon at second base. Pitch. Swing and a miss, and Brenau gets out of the jam. Rams leave the bases loaded. Now we head to the second, still scoreless. Welcome back, everyone. Ready for the second inning. Lexi Harmon still in the circle for Bluefield, and Stephanie Redmond to lead it off for the Brenau Tigers. First pitch from Harmon down the middle, strike one. Rams had their best chance to take the lead all day. They had the bases loaded, no outs. Fambro taken out of the circle, and then Ratzi came in, retired the next three batters. Here's the pitch. Inside corner, good pitch. No balls, two strikes. Ready for the 0-2. Foul down the line. No, that's going to be fair. Just a reluctant swing at it as Redmond will get a double out of it. Wow. She barely swung on the changeup, was late on that. So imagine being late on a slow pitch and hitting it down the right field line for a double to lead it off. Brings up Cash. Lexi Cash up to the plate. Carly Smith on deck. Haven't seen her today either. She swings and pops it up shallow center. Storer makes the catch. Flirting with tagging is Redmond, and she won't. Now there's one away. So there's one out with a runner at second base, and that'll bring up Carly Smith. Center fielder up to the dish now, and yeah, she's hitting this year. Making her 16th start, hitting .395. No homers, 8 RBIs for her. First pitch, righty shows bunt, nubs at it, and it's called a strike. Count at 0-1. High and away. One ball, one strike, no outs. Swing and a miss, strike two. One ball, two strikes. Harmon looks in, rocks pitches. Hit in the air, left side. Sparks makes the catch, out number two. Trying to work her way through this lineup. Here comes Claire Fendig. Fendig, by the way, the 9th hitter in the lineup, hitting .457 coming into today. No homers, 11 RBIs, but has 21 hits. Leading the team in hits, actually, is Megan Laparo. Fendig making her 22nd start. She rips it into right field. That's good for a base hit. Rolls all the way out to Davis. Around third goes Redmond. She slides in, and it's an RBI single for Fendig. Makes it 1-0. Well-struck softball there as the Tigers take the lead in the top of the second. Back to the top of the lineup with Grooms. Faith Grooms hitting .375 coming into this doubleheader, and Brenau has been hitting the ball well. You got to imagine that their averages will improve. First pitch to the leadoff. Checks a bunt, throws to second, skips in late. So there are two outs now and a runner at second base. It's called a strike, counted 0-1. Sun trying to fight its way through these gray clouds. The wind is back. Harmon ready with the 0-1. Here it is. Got her on the corner. Strike two, and Harmon is a strike away from getting out of this inning, allowing only one run. No balls, two strikes. Harmon pitches. Whipped outside for ball one. So ready for another pitch coming up here. A ball and two strikes. Comes the 1-2. In the air, left field. Long chase for Strange. Picks it up on a hop. Now has to throw it home. Coming there. Tag. Not there. Could not get it. Riley O'Neal has to pay attention as the runner moves all the way to third, and it's 2-0. So long throw home. So O'Neal arguing that she got the tag down. That would have been out number 3, but just missed it there. Now they're going to appeal it. 2-0 right now is the score. Unless they appeal this. Meanwhile, all the way over at third is Grooms. Leparo's up to the plate. Fendig beating the throw, kind of veered out of the way of the baseline and came home. So as it stands right now, 2-0. Home plate umpire talking this one over with Drew Bailey. Now talking this over with the infield umpire, and I'm not really sure what the appeal's going to do because the only person that's going to be able to make the call is the home plate umpire. I mean, he's 2 feet away from it, and she's out. Wow. So it's appeal, and the score is now 1-0. Bottom of the second, so that was wiped off of the board. It's only 1-0. Turns out Fendick was actually out at home. After that controversy, we are finally ready for the bottom of the second inning. Rathje still in the circle. Brenau going off here in the bottom of the second inning. Rams with the bases loaded in the first and could not score, even when they had it with no outs. As that first pitch is cranked out to right center field, could be trouble. Instead, it's hauled in by the right fielder. So the catch is made for out number 1. Brings up Lauren Bailey. Ready for Lauren Bailey, who did not bat in the last game despite playing. Watches that one in the outside corner for strike 1. Rams at 14-28. Taylor Strange up next for the Rams. Here's the 0-1. Fouled back. Quickly makes it 0-2. Rams trying to even up this doubleheader, losing the first game 8-0 in the 5-inning contest we saw. Rams did have the bases loaded in that game as well and could not score a run to extend the ball game. 0-2. Ground ball left side, sprinting up. She's got it. Throw to first. On target. Out number 2. So far for Rathje, 5 up, 5 down. Well, the first batter she saw, Lakin Sparks, hit it to a fielder's choice, but still did not allow a run. Out to the plate, Taylor Strange. More wind flying in here towards home plate, so if this ball pops up, could just fly right back to home plate. Who knows? Down the middle, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Taylor Strange. 9th hitter in the lineup, Riley O'Neill, is on deck. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. So 2 outs and 0-2 count, 1-0. Brenau leads. 0-2. Just a bit high, ball 1. So Jake Lyman on the call for those games tomorrow. Fortunately cannot make it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. The offer lays off. Once again upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ready for the 2-2. Swinging a foul tip, saved her. So it stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rams with nobody on. They have not scored in the past 2 games. Won that first game against CIU yesterday 7-1, and then got shut out 7-0. Ready for the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rams go 3 up, 3 down. On to the 3rd we go. Megan Laparo will lead us off here in the third inning. It's already 1-0 in favor of Brenau. Lexi Harmon keeping it close for Bluefield so far in this one. Catcher up to the plate. Leads the team, nearly hitting .500 on the year. First pitch. Looks at it, low and away, ball one. Well, Brenau could, with a sweep today, get their 27th win of the season. Rams searching for their 15th, right now at 14-28. Losers of 2 in a row. 1-0. High and inside. 2 balls, no strikes. So the 2-3-4 due up for Brenau. Already scoring in that second inning. They had jumped up to a 2-0 lead, but overruled the play at the plate. 2-0. Fouled back. Makes it 2-1. Conaway on deck for Brenau. Well, the percussion going on in the third base dugout, and that has been a constant all day, as that one's low for ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike, no outs. Now the pitch. Hit on a line straight to Lauren Bailey. There is out number 1. Ready for Conaway here. Fendig with the RBI so far in this game, the only run. Rams looking for their first run since game 1 of yesterday's doubleheader. That one drops low, it's ball 1. Conaway at the plate, batting right-handed against Lexi Harmon. Could be a pitcher's duel between her and Ratchie today. Ready for the 1-0. High and away, 2 balls, no strikes. Inside quickly, down 3-0. Looking in for the 3-0. Down the plate, strike 1. Oh, get me over pitch. Three, 1. Into center, a base hit for Conaway. Here's Teeny with a runner at first and 1 out. The pitch, and the DP fouls it back for strike 1. Sun's starting to poke its way out, and we have something called heat here in Bluefield. Do have that yesterday. Talking with my cameraman in the first game, Alan Bowen. He got pretty burnt, as did I. Harmon ready to go with this 0-1 pitch. Outside corner, strike 2. So Teeny trying to lay a bunt down. Let's see if she can do it again, but now with 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 is the score in favor of the Tigers in the top of the third inning. The pitch outside, rolls to the backstop, and Conaway moves to second base. Takes out the double play opportunity, and now a 1-2 count. One, two, lobbed up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Teeny battling here. The pitch. Got her looking. Strike 3 called, dropped on the corner. Good enough for out number 2. Right back to Alyssa Masonette, the second baseman, with a chance to knock in the second run of the ball game. Runner at second in Conaway. Getting there on a base knock up the middle, as well as a wild pitch. First pitch to the second baseman. Inside and low, ball 1. Only a 1-run game. High and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Got a good crowd on hand for a morning game. I thought that this one would be a little bit tougher for people to get to, but starting out their weekend here on a Friday, that one hits on the outside corner. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Masonette in a 2-1 count. A runner at second. Pitch popped up right side. Casanova calls for it towards the line and bumps into the runner. That should possibly be interference. And, well, unfortunately, with the wind blowing around and how the Rams struggle on these pop-ups, you almost could see that one coming. Ends up being a foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So new chance for Masonette here. That should have been out number 3. 2-2. Got her looking. 2 backwards Ks in a row, and Lexi Harmon fans another. 1-0. The score 3, inning number 3, bottom of the 3rd. Here we come. Riley O'Neill is 1 for 1 with a single as we start the bottom of the 3rd. Rams trying to cut into this 1-0 lead. First time Riley O'Neill faces Rathje here in game number 2 as she swings and misses at that first one for strike 1. Well, Rathje came into the game in the bottom of the 1st when the bases were loaded with no outs and got 3 outs. 0-1. Fouled back. Quickly makes it 0-2. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Brenau coming from Gainesville, Georgia. Long trip up, and we knew we had to get these games in today. And another Georgia team coming in tomorrow. So not only do the Rams have 8 games in 4 days, all against conference opponents. 0-2. Check swing. Did she go? She did. Strike 3. Back to Kristen Storer. Also 1 for 1. Bambro got the start, loaded up the bases. Now Ratchie has really retired the Rams in orders. That one goes down the middle for strike 1. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Rams down 1-0. 0-1. Shows bunt, called a strike again. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch, swing and a miss. Chasing something up top there. Called a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Lexi Hartman trying to get on base. She was left on base back in the 1st inning. Got an 0-1. Ratchie deals. Hit it in the air down the right field line. It's another base hit for Lexi Hartman. So Lexi Hartman, the only Ram today to find a hit against Ratchie, and she does it again. Lakin Sparks was the first batter to face off against Ratchie here in Game 2 and grounded out into a fielder's choice. Runner at first with 2 gone. Shortstop up for Bluefield. Here's the pitch. Ground ball over to short. Got it there. Throw to second in time. And the final out recorded. We've played 3 here in Bluefield, and the Rams trail 1-0. Redmond to lead it off. Here we are in the top of the 4th inning. Lexi Harmon ready to deal, keeping this a tight ball game. First pitch, outside corner, strike one. Popped up in the infield. Harmon calls for it. Makes the catch out number 1. Out number 1, and now bringing up Cash. Shortstop to the plate. 1 out. Lexi Harmon's doing a great job for Bluefield, showing bunt, and it's low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Here we are in the top of the 4th inning. Now the 1-0. Inside, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Lexi Harmon has been able to work those corners today. 2-0. Ground ball right side. Skips off the body of Bailey. Has to rush to first. Got her. Already 2 outs. Here's Carly Smith. Lexi Harmon trying to orchestrate a 1-2-3 top of the 4th. Those have been hard to come by today for Bluefield against Brenau. First pitch, ground ball up the middle and through. A base hit. Lakin Sparks couldn't get to it. So a base knock now as we go to the 9th hitter in the lineup, Claire Fendig. As the lone RBI in this ball game and was originally called safe at home, but after a conference and about 10 minutes of deliberating, she was called out. Lays a bunt down, a tough one, picked up by Avery. Throw to first, not in time. So after the first 2 outs were recorded rather quickly, 2 runners aboard, back to the top of the lineup with Faith Grooms. Outside corner. Strike 1, count up for Lexi Harmon, 0-1. 2 runners on base. Ready for the 0-1. Fouled back quickly, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Couple of runners on board. Ready to show bunt, 0-2. Just missing outside, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs and 2 runners on. Just inside. Popped up foul. And Casanova makes the catch for out number 3. Couple of Tigers left on base, and we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 1-0. So a quick change in the lineup. Tabitha Morrison is now in the place of Claire Fendick. Carly Smith has moved from center to right field, and Morrison plays in center. Meanwhile, Haley Davis trying to cut into this 1-0 lead. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Jessica Rathje has been really tough to face off against today. That's a pitch across the letters for strike one. No balls, one strike. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, softly hit right back to Rathje. Underhands to first in time. So now there's one away. Now back to Casanova. Outside, ball one. Casanova made that great catch out in foul territory to end the top of the fourth, and really a gift for Bluefield. They can't find really consistent hits against Rathje, that's for sure. Lexi Harmon, the only one so far against this reliever in this game. Big swing and a miss. Evens the count up at 1-1 with one out. Keeping it close, though. 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. And you have to hand it to Lexi Harmon for being able to keep it close because she's pitched so well for Bluefield today. Now entering her fifth inning of work when we come back. 1-2. Got her. 2 outs. Mary Blake Avery up to the plate. Playing in her penultimate doubleheader ever at home. Senior will be celebrated tomorrow along with Riley O'Neill in Senior Day. Here's the pitch. Got to miss, strike one. No balls, one strike, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle, off the body of Rathje. Picked up, throw to first, still got her. What a play by Lexi Cash. Rathje lobbed the ball up, and it looks like her left hand seems to be a bit stinging there, but she seems to be okay. 3 of 3 down, go the Rams. Can't catch a break. we go to the 5th inning. Ready to rock for the 5th inning here. Tight ball game here in Game 2 between Bluefield and Brenau. Rams just can't find hits against Rathje, but Lexi Harmon is pitching well for the Rams. First pitch to the catcher, Laparo, on the corner for strike 1. Only run scoring back in that 3rd inning. Made her way through the lineup. Brenau won the first game 8-0 in 5. Here's the 0-1, showing bunt, and it drops low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2, 3, 4 due up. Conaway on deck. Teeny in the hole. So a tough part on this lineup to face for Lexi Harmon. She swings and flares it out to shallow center. Storer glides into the ball and makes the catch for out number 1. Well, the field lights have been on since the beginning of this doubleheader. We got started at 9:53. So that leaves you 37 more minutes to go get Chick-fil-A breakfast if you want to. I mean, an early start. Here's a pitch to Conaway, down low for ball 1. Score stays at 1-0. Brenau with 26 wins on the year, 15 in the AAC. That's with just 14 wins overall. Pitch. Inside corner, strike 1. How about Lexi Harmon? Looks like we're going to get a new game ball. Wants to toss that one out. It's possible that a ball scuffed onto the pavement because every time you foul one off here, it rolls down the parking lot. Unfortunately, we don't really have that luxury of being able to toss out all these balls. 1-1. Ground ball, hard hit, second side. Bailey scoops and throws the first, 2 outs. Stays at 1-0. Tigers holding on to that lead. Looks like we're going to get a pitch hitter. So Teeny out. Brings Kendrick back into the game. Kendrick who played in game 1. So a new designated player. One ball, no strikes. Top of the fifth, or rather 1-0 to score. Ready for Kendricks. First pitch outside. First time she faces off against Lexi Harmon today. Rams had to throw a couple of pitchers there in game one with Kennedy as well as Lakin Sparks, the starter. 1-0. Popped up, shallow left, Taylon Strange with a long run in. Makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down goes Brenau. On to the bottom of the fifth. Rams trying to equalize or take the lead when we come back. Lauren Bailey to the plate, takes a first pitch strike, bottom of the fifth. Pops it up, right side, and out of play, no balls, 2 strikes. We're on the bottom of the fifth inning, 1-0 the score. Second baseman up to the plate, the 8-9-1 due up for the Rams. Can they cut into this lead? Brenau run-ruled Bluefield by this point in the fifth inning last game, and now it's only 1-0. Outside. Ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch. Bailey pops it up foul. That was a high one right behind home plate and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rathje has just allowed a couple of hits today, both of them from Lexi Harmon. Field lights on and doing some work here as we approach 1 p.m. Here's the 1-2. Hit in the air, center field. Now push back into the infield, and the catch is made by Masonette. So there's out number 1. Here comes Taylon Strange, who struck out last time, 0 for 1. Back to the plate. Batting right-handed. Lefty facing this Bluefield lineup. Lots of spin on that one, right down the middle, strike 1. We're going to miss. Quickly 0-2. 0-2 pitch. High and away, ball one. Left fielder made a good catcher last time out, trying to transmit that to some offensive success here. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Rathje. We knew that she was a strikeout machine coming into this game, and she is really living up to her name here. Right back to the top of the lineup with Riley O'Neill. One to nothing, bottom of the fifth. Trying to tie up the game. Could do it with a swing of the bat. That one spins in the dirt for ball one. Missed outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0. On the corner, strike one, a delayed strike call, but a strike nonetheless. 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, Rathje has worked her way through the lineup already. 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Rams down to their final strike in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bluefield has not scored since game 1 of that doubleheader against CIU, where they scored 6 runs in that inning. Since then, they've been shut out. Two-two. Swing and a miss. 3 up, 3 down go the Rams. On to the 6th inning. Score stays 1-0. Sixth inning. Lisa Masonette up to the plate. Lexi Harmon trying to keep this at a 1-0 game. Has pitched a stellar ball game so far, but no run support as of yet. Here comes the second baseman. First pitch. Popped up right side. Towards the line and makes the catch. Boy, that looked like it had disaster written all over it. Looked like Masonette was about to just bump into Casanova, and she made the catch anyway. There's one out. Now Redmond. Third baseman with one out. Up the plate. First pitch. Good one. Strike one. Well, Harmon has pitched so many innings for Bluefield this year. Drew Bailey really relies on her a lot. And that was what was promising about the first game of yesterday's doubleheader. Lake and Sparks pitched well, so he had two options there, but Sparks struggled a little bit in game one. Check swing and a pitch in the dirt. Looking for the appeal. No, she did not. One ball, one strike. High and outside, ball two. Ready for the 2-1. In the air, deep to left field. Strange at the fence, makes the catch. Lexi Harmon with a sigh of relief because that ball looked like it was out of here off the end of the bat, but just not enough oomph on that ball to get out of the ballpark. So now there's two outs. Lexi Cash, the shortstop. One nothing the score. Lifts it into center field. Storer on the run. It drops for a base hit. And that's what Drew Bailey was talking about earlier. If you're going to make a play at the ball, at least let up, let the ball bounce to you or dive. And I think she made a good decision there. Now to Carly Smith. Two outs and a runner at first. First pitch to the righty, swing and a flare left side, reeled in by Sparks. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth with a score staying at 1-0. Storer returns to home plate. Bottom of the sixth, Rams are down 1-0. Rathje is pitching a gem again as that pitch is fouled away right side and down the hill. Starting to heat up a little bit. No more wind, at the moment at least. 2-3-4 due up for the Rams, and the center fielder is trying to get on base. 0-1. Fouls it back, quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Store the leadoff batter in the 6th. The pitch pops it up foul behind home plate again, and she really is battling here. Quickly 0-2. Oh, and that one's going to go all the way down the hill. In the gutter now and into the swamp probably. And for the 0-2 again. Right back to Rathje. Left-hander underhands to first in time, 1 away. Lexi Harmon right back to the plate. Has a hit today into right field. These two have been squaring off in a pitcher's duel the entire game. First offer. Popped up foul once again behind home plate and out of play over our press box. Quickly at 0-1. 1 out. Rams need a run. Lakin Sparks on deck. 0-1. Fouled back again. Rams have been chasing some rise balls here from Rathje. Ready for the 0-2 pitch. All kinds of foul balls here. 0-2. Cranked foul, right side now to play again. That's going to roll into the lot. No balls, 2 strikes. Well, the kid collecting the foul balls has about 4 of them now. Popped up. This one's going to stay in foul territory towards the fence, and making the catch is Laparo, 2 outs. Lakin Sparks to the plate, 2 outs, 1-0 remains the score. Nobody on for the Rams. They just cannot hit Rathje today. Ever since Fanbro was taken out with the bases loaded and 1 out, Bluefield could not manufacture any sort of run. First pitch to Sparks. High and away, ball 1. Those are the first 2 balls of the inning. Outside. Three balls, no strikes. Sparks trying to get on. Rathje pitches. Down the plate, strike 1. It down the right field line, and now a full count. Rathje has not walked anyone today. Three balls, 2 strikes. Already 2 outs. Sparks trying to fight off these pitches. Rathje ready, 2 outs, payoff. Popped up, left side, foul territory. Cash towards the fence, can't make the catch, and Lakin Sparks will live to see another pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Popped up again, foul territory, and it will escape. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Another one into the pavement. Another payoff. Ground ball into left field, a base hit. Rams with their second base hit against Rathje in this ball game, and now the tying run is aboard at first with 2 outs. What can Haley Davis do? Looks like we might get a pinch runner over at first. So Sparks off, Gabby Mellick in. A little bit more speed on the paths now. Rams need a big hit, down 1-0, trying to split this doubleheader after being run ruled in the first game 8-0. Oh, Rathje does look to be loose in the circle right now. Mellick up to first. And here's Haley Davis, has fouled off a couple of big pitches today. See if she can calibrate and keep it in fair territory. 1-0 the score, bottom of the 6th. The pitch down the plate, strike 1. Oh, 1. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Davis quickly down 0-2, watching those first 2 pitches, and now puts herself into a tough situation where she has to try to battle and keep herself at the plate with Gabby Mellick, the tying run at first. Rathje with the ball in the left hand, pitches into center on a bounce. Throw there. Safe. I don't know what he was just about to call there. It looked like he was trying to call out, called safe, and in effect kicked his right foot up. I don't think that umpire knew exactly what he was going to call, but either way, Davis is safe at first base. 2 runners aboard for Bluefield, and here comes Casanova. Can the freshman knock in the tying run at second? Freshman first baseman. Here it is. It's a ball high. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. Swinging a tapper on the right side, through her legs, and still makes the play. Conaway stayed with the ball, underhanded to Masonette, and the Rams leave 2 runners on the base path. So now to the 7th and final inning. Brenau holding on to a 1-0 lead. Claire Fendig has now re-entered the lineup, and the 9-hitter will lead it off against Lexi Harmon with the corner infielders playing in. 1-0 the score. Tigers holding on to that lead and trying to extend it here. The Rams had their best threat there and the bottom of the 6th inning. That pitch is down low for ball 1. Lexi Harmon has pitched to Jem for Bluefield. You can't really ask anything more of your pitcher when you allow only 1 run against a team with 26 wins on the year. The Rams just have not been able to find hits against Rathje. 1-0. High and in, 2 balls, no strikes. First game went 5 innings and Brenau won 8-0. Rams have went the distance against the Golden Tigers in this game. Just have not capitalized on the small amount of opportunities. 2-0. Low and away, ball 3. Don't want to put another runner on, especially like Fendig, who is very, very quick. 3 balls, no strikes. Inside, ball 4. 4 pitches in the 7th inning, all balls already. Back to the top of the lineup at Faith Grooms. 1-0. It's been a tight ball game. Showing bunt, pulls back. O'Neill throws to second, tag. Not in time. Well, that's the second time where the umpire kind of danced into a safe call where he thought we were going to see him pump his fist, but well, we love surprises here. Runner at second base, counting 0-1. Takes away that double play, see if she goes to bunt again. And fouls it off. No balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Popped up left side, foul territory. O'Neill to the fence, can't make the catch as it nicks off of that backstop. Keeps it at 0-2 though here in the 7th inning. This game at 11:44, pushing 2 hours now. 0-2. Crank down the left field line and foul, and that's going to hit a car. Almost did at least. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second in Fendig. Here's the 0-2. Liner over the glove of Lauren Bailey. Fendig will go on to third. Will she try to score? Yes, throw to the plate. In time. Big time relay for Bluefield. Haley Davis, Lauren Bailey, and finishing it off with a tag from Riley O'Neill. So it stays as a single, and Brenau rolling the dice and coming up with nothing there. Paro, the catcher, always consistent, trying to knock in another insurance run. So that's the second time today where Fendig has been thrown out at the plate. Of course, remember the first time she was originally called safe, and then after a quick conference, she was called out. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, runner at second base. Hit down the left field line and foul. Rams will have the middle of their lineup coming up to try to equalize this game. Down 1-0, at least at the moment. Trying to split the doubleheader. Brenau has not been able to muster up runs on Lexi Harmon. Pitch is 1-1. Popped up, left side, and just foul. So out of play. Check swing, ground ball over to Avery. Throws to third in time. Casanova pumps a throw straight to Sparks. And it ends up being a productive out as Laparo moves to third base. But now there's 2 outs. Autumn Conaway. And wow, so she's safe at first. Oh, excuse me, so safe at first base, beating it out. Casanova's foot was off of the bag. So check that, there is only 1 out. Here's the pitch. Down the middle, strike 1. Rams hoping for a double play up the middle to send them into the bottom of the 6th, only down by 1. Here's the 0-1. Runner takes off. O'Neal will just eat it. Evens out 1-1, so there goes the double play. Conaway with a big swing here can put this one almost out of reach because Bluefield has really not gotten close to scoring today. They've had 1 runner in scoring position. 1-1. It's high for ball 2. They've had 1 runner in scoring position against Ratchie. They started out the game, bases loaded, no outs, and could not score. 2-1. Misses low, ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike. Harmon rocks and deals. It's high and inside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. It's already just 1 out. Drew Bailey calling for the corners to be in. Here's Kendricks. Swinging a foul ball rolling on the third baseline. Ground ball left side. Sparks has to go home, skips in. Good scoop by Riley O'Neal. There's out number 2. Good job by Lakin Sparks. Had the idea to throw it home, and it was a good one. Good scoop by Riley O'Neal. Wasn't the best throw, but a good job by the senior to dig it out. There's out number 2. A chance for Masonette. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 1-0 the score. Lexi Harmon deals. Outside and low. Rams want a chance to keep this at 1-0 so they can tie it up or walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. Hit in the air, shallow left. That's going to bounce for a base hit. 1 run will score. It rolls behind Strange. Storer has to go all the way to the wall to get it. and 3 runs score. Meanwhile, that ball rolls into Riley O'Neal, now trying to go home. Masonette diving in, and it's a Little League grand slam. Wow. 5-0. What a detrimental error out in left field. Well, with 2 outs, the base is cleared, 5-0, and the Rams, well, that just makes it all the more tougher to go into the bottom of the 7th. It was a 1-0 game the entire time, and these errors just absolutely destroy them. Now back to Redmond. And Riley O'Neal wanted his second. Now she's fine. Base is cleared, 5-0, a Little League grand slam. Just can't throw the ball around. Time called by Drew Bailey, and we'll take a break. So Casanova is in as the catcher, Riley O'Neal on the bench. And on to first goes Bryn Kennedy. First pitch to Redmond, right down the middle for strike 1. Just missed it. Rams kick the ball around a little bit and ends up in a Little League grand slam for Masonette diving in. Ready for the 0-1. Lifts it down the right field line and foul. Now makes it 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. $5-0 the score. Rams gonna go 3 games without scoring. Trying to change that as that one is ripped foul left side. Boy, Brenau has been on the money here in this 7th inning. 2 outs. Lexi Harmon a strike away from sending this to the bottom of the 7th inning. One-two. Rather make that the 1-2. Goes outside for ball 1. Pitch outside again. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch popped up in the infield. Harmon calling for it. Makes the catch. There's out number 3. 4-run score, all unanswered. All unearned. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, 5-0 the score. Rams trying to come back. Final chance for the Rams. Bottom of the 7th. It's 5-0 after 4-run score with 2 outs for Brenau on the top of the 7th. Mary Blake Avery, first pitch, swings and cranks it deep to left. Wind keeping it in the ballpark, and the catch is made for out number 1. So the Rams in danger of not scoring a run for 3 straight games. This doubleheader could be a clean sweep today, clean shutout sweep for Brenau. Lauren Bailey, the lefty, swings and cracks it into right field, a base hit. Rolling down the right field line, it's picked up, and it's a single for Lauren Bailey with 1 out. Out of the 9-hitter, Taylon Strange, and trying to make up for that error she had where the ball went out to left, rolled behind her. Storr had to pick it up, and everybody scored. The bases were loaded. Here's Rathje. First pitch to Strange, cut and a miss, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch, make it 0-2. That was a pretty one. Lauren Bailey waiting by at first base. Pitch, fouled back. Battling now at 0-2. Lefty facing the righty, 0-2. High. One ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 again. Now a high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lauren Bailey at first. Ratji looks in, 2-2. Popped up right side, foul territory. Conaway backs towards the dugout, and it lands on top of the dugout for Bluefield. So it stays at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got a 2-2. Rams need a rally already, 1 out. 2-2. Outside corner, got her. Strike 3. Rams are down to their final out. So Brenau with the possibility of shutting out Bluefield outright today. They won the first game 8-0, now 5-0 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Lauren Bailey at first. D ready to pitch. And a swing and a ground ball over to first. Conaway has it, and that will do it. Rams get swept in this doubleheader without scoring. And as this one ends, Rathje, one of the better pitchers in the AAC, picks up another win. So now the Rams fall to 14-29 on the season, while Brenau picks up their 27th win of the 2019 campaign. That will do it. Going to be right back here tomorrow for Senior Day at noon against Reinhardt. Jake Lyman will be on the call for you. But my name is Bailey Engel, reminding you the final score of Game 2. Rams drop this one 5-0.